Dayton Thurgood Marshall upset Kettering Alter 35-27 on Friday night in Dayton, Ohio at Welcome Stadium in a D3 Region 12 quarterfinal that won't be forgotten in southwestern Ohio anytime soon. Micro-back junior Tavin Crisp ran for 168 yards and 4 touchdowns on the evening. It was the 10th straight win for Thurgood Marshall, and while that is indeed a big deal, a bigger deal is the fact this is the first time in 25 years a Dayton City League team won a playoff game.
Highly anticipated, long-awaited Division III Region 12 matchup was literally one for the ages. Thurgood Marshall upset Kettering Alter 35-27 in an epic seesaw battle. It was the first playoff win in school history for Thurgood Marshall, and it was the first playoff win for a Dayton public school since 1986.
Who was the quarterback of the last team to lose to a public school in the playoffs?
That would happen to be Centerville's Kirk Street.
Indeed.
Bing, bing, do I get the prize?
The MVPhd home game.
The Cougars' hocus-pocus offense, which is about as old as leather helmets, perfected the art of illusion with 307 yards rushing on the ground. And Tavon Crisp, their little senior running back, yodeled to the tune of 168 yards and 4 touchdowns.
How big are we for real, Tim?
Oh, I'd say he's probably about 5'7" or so. I know it was the first interview I've had all year where him and I were looking eye to eye. Yeah, I loved it. It was fantastic. Ed Domsites mentioned the best way to defend against that offense is just tackle everybody. I've just never seen an offense like that. Marshall jumped out to a 6-0 lead. It was Tavon Crisp with a really nice 34-yard touchdown run. That capped a 70-yard drive. They missed the extra point, but they were up 6-0 with 8:26 left in the first quarter. Alter came back. They engineered a nice little 67-yard, 14-play drive, but then it stalled on them, and Andrew DeMario kicked a 27-yard field goal with 3:30 left in the first quarter to cut the lead 6-3. Second quarter, though, Alter came out and put together a real quick 36-yard drive. It was set up by a fumble on a squid kick. Alter recovered it. A couple plays later, Joe kind of rambled in from 6 yards out. DeMario made the extra point, and Alter was ahead 10-6 with 10:41 left until the half. But once again, Marshall came back, and with 6:25 left in the second quarter, Denzel Norvell had a 34-yard touchdown run. Antonio Camberos kicked the extra point, and Marshall was back up 13-10. By the way, Norvell had a really nice game, too. He added another 104 yards rushing with that one touchdown. Then Marshall expanded the lead 20-10. Tavon Crisp with a 19-yard touchdown run. That was all set up by Malik Zaire fumble. The quarterback for Alter fumbled it. Darian McCleskey recovered it on the 18-yard line. And this was where the trickery really came in. The quarterback, Jamal Manley, handed it off to Norvell, who was running one way, and then he immediately handed it off to Chris, who was running another way. And by the time you look up, just amazing execution of this obsolete offense.
It looked like it was alive and kicking on this level. And props to our friend Mark Pendleton of the Dayton Daily News, who correctly identified that sequence of handoffs live and in person. Well, I've got it backed up on tape.
I was able to talk about in detail with Tavon Crisp after the game, and he brought up several good points. He said one of them is you have to practice this offense over and over and over. He said last Sunday, they worked on the offense for 3 hours. I know they do the zone blocking, and I can see why it's so successful. I was looking at their, they line up 11 guys in the box.
Well, they're too tight. They're lined up too tight to trap block. Alder's fate is to turn in their uniforms sometime this weekend, and that's sad because they're a very good team and a very proud program. But Ed Domsight's the head coach there, has nothing but good things in the future with Malik Zara coming back for his senior year.
Exactly. He didn't have great numbers this night, but you can see the athleticism. He did have a nice little 26-yard touchdown run with 8:59 left in the third quarter. That tied the game up.
Everybody's going every which way.
Yeah, we start, actually, for this game, we started practice on Sunday at 6 o'clock to like 8. Practice at UD, 3 hours, in and out for the whole week. And it paid off. And, just a lot of concentration and hard work. So.
A lot of concentration. And I'm a little guy, so I'm not making fun of your size. I'm impressed. It's got to be tough to find you. And by the time they recognize you had the ball, you're already in the secondary.
They always say, Tavon, you're too short, you can't do nothing, but evidently it paid off, size and everything. So I'm happy with my size.
Oh,
I'm doing my thing, so I can't complain. So.
Right. I mean, roughly what do you run the 40 in? You are very quick.
4.4.
4.4, okay. Yeah. Now, you're a senior, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you had any interest in playing at the next level, playing college balls?
Yeah, most definitely. It's my dream. I want to go to the NFL, but I still have backup plans. But that's my dream, and I was always taught to go follow my dreams and chase my dreams.
This is a real dangerous game for Alter going, and I think everybody knew that. And sure enough,
Thurgood's a great team. They've really done a lot with their program over the past few years, and I mean they got a chance to do well. They're a dangerous team. Teams ever can't overlook them.
Tavon Crisp may have been one of the shortest guys out there, but he showed a lot of heart tonight. Talk about his play in this monumental victory.
We told him all week, big time players make big time plays and big time games. And this is not going to be about the X's and O's. We patterned my first 5 years of high school coaching after Alter. We knew exactly what they were going to do. Ed Domsight has seen teams to do what we do over his 35 years of coaching. It's just about the players. Fortunately, we came out on top.
Earl, it's a first-round game, but I see this as a championship game. It's too bad this couldn't have been in a regional final, first round, whenever.
I'm just happy to play. Especially against a great program like Alter. We said going into the playoffs, we wanted to play undefeated Alter in the first round. That's what is our goal. That's what we got into. This came out on top.
Did you feel something during the week? Did you see this? Did you dream this?
Of course. Every dream you have, you always win. I dreamed us winning 60 to nothing. You never lose in your dreams.
He claims that you have significance in the level of play of their program. How you feel about that? You got to be proud.
I might be a little proud, but it still stings to lose a ball game anytime. It's difficult, but I think their kids played hard. Both teams played good ball game. Both teams made a lot of big plays. They made a few more than we did. We couldn't stop them on that last drive that they had. That would have been a big. That would have been big had we been able to do that. They've done some good things with their program. You can tell. They've got some of that pride and some of that discipline, and to run that offense, you got to be pretty disciplined. You got to be pretty precise.